love that the title hasn't changed since like yesterday. I hate that title, actually. I'm tired, but hello. Hi, YouTube. I'm not feeling very good. Okay, I wanted to make some disclosures for this recording, for this broadcast. One, this isn't work. This is venting. And that I should calm down and just talk. Which is what I try to do anyway, but just shut up, brain. Don't think too hard. Maybe I shouldn't even look at chat, because usually chat makes things worse. I think chat makes things worse even when chat's nice to me. Which is really confusing. I don't understand why chat makes things worse. But yeah, chat makes things worse. I shouldn't look at it. It's too hard to look at chat and then focus. But anyway. I wanted to say that my mom called me to talk about life and stuff, and I feel like on my mind it's only been this fucking documentary. It's only been this documentary. And I don't have anything else interesting to talk about, and anything else I have to talk about is not good. I'm not happy. I'm not happy right now. That's what I was saying. I was like, I'm not happy. I don't know where this came from, but I'm currently not happy. I didn't even say much. I was mellow. It wasn't really myself, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like I'm being way more vocal right now. And we talked it through. And she was telling me about these movies that she really likes. It's by that guy who does a lot of movies with Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem. I've watched a couple of them before. One movie, the first movie she mentioned was called Vicky and Cristina Barcelona. And I looked that up, and it was directed by Woody Allen. So I don't understand I don't know what's going on. It says the screenplay was written by Woody Allen. That's definitely not who she was talking about when she was talking about these movies. So I don't really know what's going on. Also, I didn't know that Javier Bardem and Penelope Cruz had been married for 13 years. I don't understand what's going on with that. But I want to see her filmography. She mentioned so many Penelope Cruz movies. One of them was about Penelope Cruz being a nurse, and I feel like I've seen that one. Then she mentioned another movie. I think at Penelope Cruz, she was having a baby with a transsexual person. Or transsexual? I don't know what to say. What's the word? That is the word. Goddamn. Okay. Nurse movie. Head in the Clouds. John Dwegan. Maybe we just shut up and the point is that my mom was telling me these. Oh my god, shut up. Oh my god. The point is that my mom was trying to tell me these stories, and she was like, I like all of these movies, and all of these movies tells real life. These are examples of movies that have told real life to me, and you're making a documentary, which means that you're actually making a movie about real life. So just try to think of this as like telling a story rather than thinking of it as something else. And in the moment it felt very inspiring. And now I'm not feeling good. I was crying. I like shed tears. And I'm about to shed tears now. I don't know what to do though. I'm like, open chat. Fuck chat. I don't want to look at chat. I'm just a sniffy little bitch. And I'm like, just work on the edit now. Work on the edit now, because then it'll be better tomorrow, so you can look more impressive. Because all this is about is image. I just want to look like I can do this. Because I think I can do it, and I want to prove that I can do it. And I want people to tell me that I can do it. I want to be told by my professor tomorrow that, wow, Juliana, you're doing it. You're getting closer. Like, I don't feel like as much as the last compliment I got was, wow, your edit is really organized. That is a really good compliment. But I don't think I have my story down. And I'm freaking out. And it's hitting now. It's really annoying because I was on stream earlier today trying to get that edit done, and then I was watching different things because I physically couldn't do it. And I don't think I can physically do it now either. I don't think now is any different from then. But because the 11th hour is coming, it's like, fear. It's time. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know why mentally ill people are like, the 11th hour is time. But also the 11th hour is a very scary place to be. And I don't like it here. Ugh. I was holding it in. It was just like, ugh. This doesn't mean anything. I feel like this is the most waste of hydration. At least maybe I won't have to pee as much. Oh my god. Like, this morning, I mean, I have felt pretty useless. Not going to the gym makes you feel worse. You know what fixes that? Going to the gym. You know what stops you from going to the gym? Yourself. So I've been just stopping myself. I just feel very restricted and like I'm stopping myself, and I feel very trapped. I feel like I've trapped myself. And this has all happened relatively quickly. I think I was feeling fine until recently. Sorry, I'm thinking to myself about, like, what brought me here? I don't really think I should make that a big thing. I think that's me getting sidetracked. I can feel myself getting sidetracked from the point of this documentary so fucking easily, and it's just all a waste of time. This documentary doesn't even have to happen. I could just not ever give you anything. I could just never submit anything to anywhere. I could never prove myself. Okay, that hurt. That hurt to say. That really hurt. Fuck off. To anyone that wants to watch this train crash, I hope you enjoy it. Because I'm trying to think, like, I'm getting so overwhelmed with, like, what will people find entertaining about my grief? Rather than thinking about the thing that I've been talking about for weeks. I'm like, what will people think is entertaining about my grief right now? What will make them stay? And this is why chat's not open, because I can't think about what would make people stay. Because seeing people go is very distracting. And I really am already giving it too much power, and the whole point of not having chat open is to not give it power. And chat holds a lot of power. And chat's not getting any power. Chat doesn't hold any power today. Looking at them is offering them a key, and they don't get a key into my heart today. When I'm a stronger person, I'll be able to look at chat and not get swayed. But as of today, when I look at chat, I get swayed, so I shouldn't look at it. So, I should just focus on making things. And I should never look at chat again. And I'm going to cheat. And no one's chatted. Sometimes it's a good thing. I shouldn't have cheated. Joanna, you're an idiot. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I mean, I've been thinking to myself, well, I wrote something down during the conversation with my mom. If we're really going to focus on this, which sound bites of Brian's hold suspense? That soundbite will be the center of conflict. Now, I don't want to actually look through his interview, because that shit hurts my brain. It's just too much footage, and the whole point of a transcript is to never look at your interview ever again unless you know exactly where you're going. I'm like, how do I open Adobe Acrobat? What's Adobe Acrobat called? I'm gonna cry. You know what? It's really easy. It's really easy to look at something and say, I could spiral at that one thing I said. It's really easy to look at the very first sentence of this time code, of this transcript, where Brian says, do you want me to look at you or at, and then I cut him off by saying, you're going to look at me. And he says, great. And there are so many ways to take that, because in the interview, I was like, oh, if I cut him off and say, you'll look at me, I'm showing that I'm confident and I'm brave and I can do this. But if I look at it from a viewer, I look at that moment and I look at Brian getting cut off where he says great, and I look at it like, God, he's having to deal with someone really difficult in the very beginning, doesn't he? Because I am my biggest bully. And now I want to cry. And this is why art sucks. And everyone wants to do this. And I would love to not work. I don't think that there's any job that is good after being in this documentary thing, which I've found very fun at certain parts and teeth pulling at others. I think every job sucks, and it would just be so great to be retired, because I live a life very similar to being retired sometimes, and it is so good to not have to do anything. And working is stupid. Working is so stupid. And I don't think I don't think I'll ever get over that. I need to find like a purpose in working besides living. God, I used to work a lot. I used to get paid to work a lot, is what I'm trying to say. I always work. I work all the time. I'm a student. This is work. This is student work. I'm so delusional. I'm like, I don't work. I'm a full-time student. And I don't ever, like, think about that. I never give it credit. I always say it, but I don't believe it. I always, when I say it, I feel like a liar. And I'm just like, oh, well, whatever. I mean, I'll stop being a student eventually, so when I say I'm a student, people don't really know who I am, because it's not like I'm going to be a student forever. Who I am forever is Juliana, but when I say I'm Juliana, people are like, it doesn't say anything. No one knows what a Juliana is, but slay. What's a Juliana? What's a Sam? What's a Michael? What's a Bobby? No one knows what any of those things are. Then you say, I'm a chef. I'm a teacher. I am a manager at the Hilton Hotel. You're like, ah. What's the word? Pop culture? I get that pop culture reference. That's not pop culture. What is that? Oh, context cues. Clues. Something the masses can understand. The Hilton Hotel. Being a chef. Cooking exists. Hotels exist. Movies exist. LA is a place where you make movies, and then you're a student who wants to make movies. This all fits together. Very, very much like a piece of a very big puzzle. When I say that I'm a film student, I'm like, I'm just a little piece of a big puzzle. And I don't ever think of it more than that, but I don't have a complete thought. This is getting really exhausting. Just thinking about this is hurting me. I think that's, bedtime is coming. If I keep doing this, bedtime is coming. Before, in the last stream, I felt dirty. I felt smelly. I felt lazy. And now I'm feeling clean and warm and comfy. But I was always comfy. Clean, warm, and sad. And I need to be clean, warm, and positive. And I'm looking, oh God. Closing the documents that are in front of my eyes that you can't see but I can see because I'm not letting you look at them. Looking at these documents and closing my eyes and turning off my computer and turning off Twitch and going to bed and reading a manga or just going straight to bed. I mean, watching a Netflix. Like, honest, I don't really want to watch TV. I just want to be high off of a YouTube video in bed until I pass out. Because I just want to let the time pass. I don't want to do this. All it is reading. It's just reading. Anyone can learn to read. Anyone can learn to read and learn to understand words. You can do this. One of my first questions was, who are you? What's your name? How do you identify yourself? And boom. One of my next questions was, how did you become involved in West Hollywood? How did that come about? Maybe I'll just read my questions. Maybe that'll help me. I don't know how it would, but so could you tell me some intentions you had when you started writing poetry? What inspired you to say that you didn't want to hurt the world? That was like a random question. Then I talk about California. I talk about because he mentioned California culture, and I was like, this is California culture. And then he's like, I think this is not only California culture, it's America culture. I don't want to think about it because I don't like... I liked that comment when he first said it. Now that it's been a couple months, I look at that comment and it reminds me of someone, and I don't like it anymore because I'm sick in the head. Since college is on the water, I definitely didn't say that. I wanted to ask, how did going to St. Andrew nurture your poetry? And that question came from me wanting to understand what does it look like to have a university nurture your craft. And somehow, I think that question was too broad, and I feel like I should have asked if he did feel nurtured first. I jumped the gun with that question because I was projecting that I don't feel nurtured in my film degree. I hate this. This isn't going well. This isn't going well. You briefly mentioned a bit of the first live show. Okay. How does that live show, and while you mentioned poetry and hosting, are those two mediums very different? I almost asked him a question about the live show that he was at. I didn't. I should have asked him if posting and poetry were different or similar. That was a stupid question, Juliana. You shouldn't have asked that. I should have asked him where we were. I should have had him introduce the fact that we were in Palm Springs doing a book seminar. Because I don't have a soundbite of that. And I don't know if I would even need it. But God, having it would feel really fucking good. Could you tell me a time where you felt empowered by something you made? I think I stole these concepts from a fucking Vogue magazine article. I can't believe what kind of questions I asked. I hate interviews. I was reading the Kylie Jenner interview on Vanity Fair. And I think Kylie sounded so eloquent in it. And I think the questions were so Of course, these are the questions you ask Kylie. And I feel like my questions are giving that too. Is there like a beginning, middle, and end to an interview? This doesn't feel very good. Is there a beginning, middle, and end to an interview? I don't think there is. I'm trying to think of that Kylie Jenner Vanity Fair interview. I'm like, was there a beginning, middle, and end? I don't think there fucking is one. And I'm being graded on a beginning, middle, and end. Where the fuck is the beginning, middle, and end of like an interview? It's just an interview. Do interviews have 3-act structures? We must Google this now. I want a Florence Pugh frown. Ah. Oh my god. I don't know if this is gonna answer my question. My eyes are leaking. 3-act structure, how to use it in the STAR interview method. I'm going to kill someone if this is going to tell me how to do something. I don't want that. 3-act structure is a popular storytelling format that divides the plot into 3 parts. Its brilliance lies in the simplicity around the structure of the story. I don't want to talk about its fucking brilliance. I'm pissed at the 3-act structure. The 3-act structure is giving me a lot of fucking grief. I'm currently not even like dissecting my fucking interview. I'm dissecting the fucking questions. And I'm like, I don't see a 3-act structure in here at all. I asked my teacher, how long do you think my documentary would be based off of your best guess? His response was, the average TV show is 22 minutes long with 8-minute ads in between the story. I don't really know if he meant that my interview should be 22 minutes long, like that length, or if my interview is too long. He never clarified. And I don't know what to do. When I heard it, I was like, are you implying that I should make this longer? I feel like everyone speaks in code. I think everyone speaks in fucking code. I don't understand. I think that everyone speaks in code because I didn't understand that. And I don't think my mom understood that when I said that to her. And maybe I'm just a delusional listener. I don't think I'm a delusional listener, though. Oh my god. Is this spiraling helping? We tend to see ourselves in the role of the protagonist. We see the many stories in our life through the same lens. Many people against us, making our life difficult, yet we prevail. The first shall discuss a 3-act structure for screenplay plots, then use elements in the STAR interview method format. What the fuck? We got the setup, the confrontation, the resolution. Questions in the behavioral interviews are getting generally expected to be answered in the situation. Task, action, results, STAR format. So much advice is available on how to structure your answers using this format. Astoundingly, none take advantages of the neat cognitive trick seemingly known only to Hollywood. It is tried and tested method for narrating a hero's tale for trial, and the ultimate triumph called with a 3-act format featured in most movies. This story format works every time because human minds are primed to be influenced. First act, the setup. Second act, the confrontation. Third act, the resolution. Why the 3-act structures? I don't think this made any fucking sense. Because I didn't read the paragraphs that had to be underneath the first act, the second act, and the third act. And I don't know why they mentioned the first act, the second act, and the third act twice. Can't read. Your story should start with the background information of yourself and your circumstances that led up to the problem that you need to address. Second act, here you want to build things up with rising action where you have involved several initial challenges. Several! Shut up! Several! Kill me. Shoot me. What do you mean several? Fuck yourself. I'm instantly... We're fighting. We're fighting. What do you mean several initial challenges to make headway with the task? I maybe have one. You know what my conflicts are? That America is homophobic, and that America doesn't like letting people survive. And I have no conversations on America. None that specifically blame America. Who is my fucking conflict? I don't want to talk about it anymore. Because I obviously don't remember the transcript. I'm something is wrong with, like, it's gone. I don't remember. I think it's time to go to bed. I think this has failed. I think this is okay. I think failure's okay. I think it's fine. Oh my god. I opened chat. I'm weak. Why does that make me feel better? Fuck off! I'm a whiny motherfucking bitch. I'm a whiny bitch. I'm constantly upset and angry, and it's a part of who I am, and I tell people that from the beginning, so I don't know why I'm feeling like I'm a bad person today. It's really hurting my brain. My brain hurts. Being honest isn't enough. Being forthcoming and communicative isn't enough, because sometimes... Oh my god. I just... Shut up, neighbor. Why can I hear that? Why can I hear you? I can never hear you. It is so nice when I never hear you. He was going, dong, 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 dong. To what? I bet he was trying to get something out of a jar. It's really hard to get things out of jars. Oh my god. I just feel like streaming is a space to be a drama queen. Sometimes being a drama queen is not what you want to do with your day. Sometimes you just want to be like an average person who's just doing slice of life shit. And I don't think this qualifies as slice of life shit sometimes. As much as like doing homework is very slice of life, this feels like an action movie. This feels like my action movie. This feels like my fucking Odyssey, and that's so stupid, but I'm just an American in the 21st century. Having my own Odyssey is going to Erewhon. Or, I don't know what's no, shut up, Juliana. I'm taking back the Erewhon comment. I'm taking back, I can just do this. Don't make this Rama and Kumflaba a story when I'm trying to make my documentary a story. I'm like, I can make my own life a story perfectly easily. The conflict and the drama and the tears of feeling misunderstood and somehow making a documentary make sense. That's a real story. Fuck the poetry that I've been trying to make a story for 5 months on. Fuck that footage, I guess. critical to conclude your definitively the standard way this plays out in a movie is that even though the hero and the rest of the good guys have done an impressive amount, the final objective still fails. This gets the character arc in which hero needs to drastically change a part of his very character and then try to win against the villain. Okay. If I think back... Oh my god, my back cracked. That felt fabulous. If I think back on a moment where Brian mentioned himself changing, he mentioned how he wanted to be a director in theater and how that wasn't possible in LA. And so he became a host and he helped manage poets. The problem with that is that I've already gotten the critique about mentioning theater in this documentary because Brian, in a lot of very interesting sound bites, mentions the fact that he was a theater bitch. And I was told by my teacher that mentioning theater might be too many different things to add. Like, this isn't a theater story, this is a poetry story. But I've only said it's a poetry story because Brian's a poet. But Brian is also a theater bitch, according to Brian. We should have never let Brian mention theater. We should have made Brian sign an NDA before the interview saying that if you mention theater, you're getting sued. Lie. Just lie. Just lie in your documentary. Okay, if I could build Brian's perfect story. I was gay. It was a tragedy to be gay. This is a real person's life. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. This is crazy. I'm losing my mind. Oh my god, I don't want to do that anymore. If I try to... I can't do it. Okay, legitimately try. I'm Brian. I'm an LA baddie. I've got hippie parents. And I'm an artist. My trauma and drama is that I am highly educated and no one wants to hire me. My first opportunity for getting hired, or my first opportunity to do something artistic, my first opportunity to perform was to moderate a poetry conference. And I noticed that managing made me very successful. No. Okay. I was a gay boy with hippie parents who wanted to be an artist, but no one wanted to hire me. And I was looking for work in a recession. And I went through multiple jobs. I started a company. I have worked as a poet moderator. And I help guide people to gigs that would fit for them. Being an artist is about asking what gigs are worth. And artists need to believe how special they are. Is that a story? I think it is. We should have written that down. I don't know. I'm like, it's recorded. This live stream's recorded. What time is it? It's 39 minutes and 32 seconds. Write that down. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. What did I say? 39, 32 seconds. Today's live stream gives an example of a 3-act structure. Was that so fucking hard? That's so fucking hard. Maybe that's the wrong three-act structure. Did that make sense? Maybe not. Maybe not. Stop asking me how was my fucking day. Why do chat people always ask how was your day? I think that is like the thing. Chat culture needs to change. Chat culture needs to change. Y'all need to stop. Stop it. Stop it. What do you want to know? Why do people ask? I would never ask you what's your day like. I mean, it's not a bad question. I think in real life, it makes a lot of sense to ask someone that. I also think in real life, that question fails. And I'm a socially inept motherfucker. So, maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe I'm the wrong one. But boy, do I think that question doesn't make fucking sense. What do you want to know? What I did today? What I did today is I said that I was going to work on a documentary, and I lied to the camera. I said, I'm going to work on a documentary. Actually, I'm looking at this, and it's really stressing me out. Can we watch a YouTube video instead? And I watched YouTube videos all day long, and then I showered, then I ate Jack in the Box, then I called my mom, then I cried. And I've been crying on camera since because I need this documentary to be done. Doesn't make me feel good to say that. It makes me feel sad because I don't think I've really succeeded, and I think I've been wallowing in the feeling of failure. And I think that is just another way for me to word the fact that I have felt like a failure today. So, to answer your question, I don't ever want to receive this question ever again. How was your day? Never ask me that again. Never ask me that again. Like, unless this is not, I am emotional, I am angry, I am volatile, I am scary. Hear me roar. Grr, fuck off. I shouldn't stop. Keep looking for validation through that fucking chat. Keep looking, keep trying to mine like a little Minecraft fucker, like some cat who's sifting their poop in a litter box. I'm like, a compliment. Give me a compliment. Tell me I'm doing a good job. How was your day today? That's a very nice question. But boy, do I want to slap the ice cream out of your hand, motherfucker. Fuck your ice cream. Fuck your wholesome question. You have been the scapegoat to my terrible temper tantrum. I hate Twitch. I hate it. I hate it. You see Hassan Piker have a temper tantrum every fucking day. And that's his job. And I'm like, is this my job? To have a fucking temper tantrum? Like a little fucking infant? I have never felt dumber. I bet Hassan has never felt dumber. Except when he is like a little Twitch baby. He's a little Twitch slut daddy for the gram. I bet he's never felt dumber. Even though his pockets are lined. I feel like I was so much smarter back when I worked at the lifeguard. I was a lifeguard at 16, and I did lifeguarding things, and I filed stupid paperwork, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I can't think of a time where I was my smartest. Technically, it would be now. But everything hurts more. But also, this is like the best time of my life. This is technically the best fucking time of my life. Which I think is ridiculous. Because I'm really rooting for, like, in 10 years, when I hit 30, those are the best years of my life. Every motherfucking 30-year-old is like, 30's the best. And I'm like, you better not be joking. I'm holding you to it because I can't fucking wait. And I thought 20 was going to be the best. I thought 21 would be the best. I am not 21. I am thinking 21 will be easier. I'm not getting my new driver's license until it's my 21st birthday because that's when I have to do it. And also, because I've been thinking to myself, oh, I have to get the change of address on my driver's license. I'm going to change my height. I'm going to make myself 20 pounds skinnier. I'm going to put on so much makeup. And I'm going to be 21. And I'm going to be botched with makeup only. Your girl can't afford filler, so she's going to put lip gloss all over her face. And I'm going to lie. Even though my current driver license photos are really good. They're really good. I look really hot. I would fuck me without makeup. But whatever, this is irrelevant. This is useless conversation. I think I've created a 3-act structure, and that feels like enough to say goodnight, but it's not. And I'm not gonna, I can't fucking open the edit. If I made another select, I have to make another select. What if I stop recording? It's not a good idea. Can I look at a clip of me talking on Twitch? Is that a thing? Can I do that right now? That would be pretty slay. Twitch, can I do that? Can I clip myself and look at a clip of me talking? I would like to do that right now, please. Please, please, please. I would like to clip myself. Talk. Would like to clip myself. Shut up, Juliana. Shut up. Shut up. I've never heard of Parker Woodley or To The J. And how do I only have 32 followers? I'm feeling grumpy dumpy. If someone didn't trust me, that's weird for you. I feel good knowing that Hasanabi fans are thirsty AF. Oh my god. How do I clip myself? Guys, it's time. I'm feeling grumpy dumpy. No. I want it to be... What is this? What if I stop recording? Damn it! It's not a good idea. Fuck. Okay, so I can't clip myself in the way that I thought I could. Fuck! I should have thought about this. What's shield mode, guys? What is shield mode? Whatever. Well, maybe we just call it quits. We've seen me have a mental breakdown. I don't think we can come back from that. I think we're done. I think that this is just our moment. We had our cute moment. You saw my moment. Enjoyed the show. I'll be back. Okay. My drama is over. It's time for bed, because I actually give up. When it comes to this edit, I am giving up tonight. You've won, edit. I will kick your fucking ass. I will kick your Premiere Pro ass. And this will hopefully get me an Adobe sponsorship that I want. I want an Adobe sponsorship because they have been providing all of the organization that I have needed to make this documentary hopefully become a thing. 100% become a thing. Adobe sponsor me for talking about you so much on stream. And this documentary will happen. But it has won. But it won't win forever because one day I will win and it will go to a festival and it will win or get nominated. This film will get nominated and hopefully win for a festival. I just saw a classmate of mine win a festival in Santa Clara or Santa Barbara or whatever. To that classmate, I'm next, bitch. Look for my name. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. This attitude needs to keep pushing itself to the festival to the festival grounds so I can get nominated for this specific documentary. And I will find a 3-act structure somewhere in this story and publish it. Okay. Bye-bye.